Welcome in, my beautiful Aquarius friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. All right, everyone, get ready because we have officially entered the retrograde storm. That's right. Things are going to get a little bit bumpy, and Spirit wants you to know that you are supported and divinely guided as you're moving through this storm. Now, we're going to pull some cards and see what signs, what messages your soul needs to hear as you're moving through this. But I want you to know, no matter what hiccups or challenges you face, there's also the energy of abundance and all the good things in that experience. So that's what they want you to focus on. Know that you're incredibly strong right now and you are backed by Spirit. So let's get into it. Let's go ahead, call in Spirit to open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So Aquarius, we are going to start with a sign Spirit is sending you as you're moving through these retrogrades. So we are getting the pelican. Have you seen one? If you have, this is your sign. If you haven't, you're seeing one now on your screen. Now you may have seen its feather as well. So choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So over the next 2 to 3 months, as we're moving through these retrograde, Spirit wants you to choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. This is where you're not holding on to things as you're moving through this energy. It's not about worrying, stressing, holding grudges, holding on to feelings of resentment, disappointment, these kinds of things. Let's let those go for now as we're moving through these retrogrades, because these may get in the way of what's meant for us. Right? So you may see a pelican, and anytime you do, remember this message from it. Okay? So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So we are getting for you, Aquarius, is the Hangman. Not all is as it seems. Okay? It's actually much better. And I feel that Spirit is sharing or opening a new perspective for you, a new way of seeing your world or understanding something. So things right now may feel a little bit uncertain, or if you do hit a patch of uncertainty or, feeling like you're confused or lost, remember within that experience lies all the information that you need in order to move through it and to actually reach the other side with certainty, with better understanding of whatever it is that's going on. So the Hangman is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent in your life, except it's in the background. So it might be subtle for some and intense for others. All right, so it's in the background. We have the Emperor card, another powerful card, major arcana card. This is your energy. This is about you showing up in your world as the authority over your life, over yourself. This is you stabilizing and grounding yourself and having structure, structure being your superpower, discipline being your superpower. So they want you to have a game plan here as you're moving through the next 3 months. That is the Emperor card. And we also have the King of Wands. My goodness, Aquarius, you are going to get through this. Like, this is going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be like a piece of cake, right? It's not that, the challenges aren't challenging. It's you're moving through them stable and grounded. So it doesn't feel that bad. It doesn't feel like, you're fully in control here of yourself as you're moving through this. So this is a very grounded power that you have. And that's what they're wanting you to connect to as you're moving through these retrogrades. All right. So I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. That is my favorite part, Aquarius, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. Yeah, we got a lot of powerful cards, and I feel what's happening is this Hangman card is your perspective, your attention, your focus outward, and it's flipping and bringing it back to you. So, yeah, they're bringing the energy back to you. So, they want you to be very self aware as you're moving through these retrogrades. All right. So, before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So, those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind. But also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. So, what's happening here is I'm seeing someone who has a rug underneath their feet and someone pulling it from under them. That's what they're showing me. So, that might mean something to you. Maybe it's an experience you're having right now, but I feel that something is about to flip in your life. Something is at the forefront and then it's going to be behind you. So something is meant to leave your life, something that you are meant to not look back at, right? And even information, like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. So these are the kinds of experiences some of you are having in your life. And these retrogrades, I feel, is going to bump communication. It is going to interfere with your connection to others. It's also going to disrupt travel and ways that you move around in the world. So pay attention to this. You want to practice patience as you're moving through these energies because, yes, they are going to feel a bit chaotic. But this is something that you're really good at handling. Some of you are really good at moving through these energies because you have already moved through them. And remember, we are passing through these energies, we're not holding on to them. So the practice of forgiveness is going to be incredibly important. I feel you're going to experience situations where you're faced with something that you might have a hard time forgiving. And maybe there's something that is from the past that is coming forward at the forefront and you're having to face it now. Like there's something here that some of you are moving through that feels tough. And it isn't as it seems. And I feel that communication is going to be a superpower, but communication is also something that is going to be affected through these retrogrades. So, what they want you to do here, Aquarius, is turn the volume off and pay attention to the subtleties of the things that are happening in the background. Look at the overall picture. I usually turn the volume off on sometimes on things that I'm watching because I like to see what's happening in the other language, which is like the nonverbal language. It's more about your body movement, the subtleties of, the patterns and the things that are happening without the noise. So I feel Spirit wants you to tune out the noise right now because there's a lot of noise that might be disrupting your view or your perception in some way. And I'm also getting, this feels like a tornado. I sometimes get that with the hangman. I do feel that some of you may be in a tornado-like storm where, you might be hearing news around a tornado. I'm getting the Tasmanian devil now. They're showing me that. Maybe your children are watching, Looney Tunes. But it just feels like it's spinning and they're showing me a laundry machine. So you might be doing your laundry right now. That's why that's spinning, right? But there's a spinning happening. So dizzy spells are coming in as ascension symptoms. They're letting me know that you are ascending. So some of this stuff, it just feels a lot. I'm just getting a lot of energy that some of you are a lot of things that are going on. It's in your mind. And, sometimes we can feel like we're going crazy with all the stuff that is going on. So this is a signal for you right here, this hangman card. Anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, to ground and stabilize yourself, to have some sort of practice that you do daily that keeps you grounded and centered, and structure here is going to be key. This is about you protecting your energetic space, your soul, your body, your mental health, your spirit, right? So if there is a lot of noise, it's time for you to tune that out and focus inward. Okay, because this is where you're going to really find the answers. Once you start to clear the clutter within yourself, these are, thoughts, things that we believe about ourselves, things that we focus on that really don't have anything to do with anything. Sometimes we do that. And, the things that are out of your control, just let them be. Let's not focus on worrying and stressing about them because we can't do anything about it anyways, right? And know that the fog is clearing, that there's some sort of, again, information or truth that is coming to light. And I feel that there's a shedding that is happening with this. There's like a letting go of something as you are emerging as this new version. There's like fragments that are falling away here. It feels really intense, Aquarius. Some of you are going through it. And, it's layers of masks, just layers that you or someone else is wearing, and they're just falling away. And it's because there's some sort of truth, something that is gradually coming to the surface that is turning things around for you. So it's really interesting what's happening here over the next little while. So these retrogrades are incredibly powerful, but this card lets you know that you're more powerful than them, that you are someone who is able to move through them because you don't hold on to things, because you are able to release what doesn't serve you. So they want you to practice this. They want you to not take things personally that are especially out of your control, that have nothing to do with you, words that people speak that has nothing to do with us. We can choose to allow it to affect us, or we can choose to not. That's up to you. It's a choice that you can make, right? And you're not here to compare, you're not here to compete. You are here to rule your reality through these retrogrades. That's exactly what Spirit is encouraging you to do, is to rule your reality as you're moving through this. You're tapping into your spirit warrior energy as well, because we have Mars that is moving into Sagittarius, igniting that. So, yes, you have a lot of power within. They want you to wield that power. They're also encouraging you to take your power back where it isn't benefiting you, where it isn't doing you any good, where it's actually hurting you and pulling you down. Where is that in your life, Aquarius? And we have the sign of Aries coming through this card. And I also want you to pay attention to the numbers here. We have 12, we have 4, and we have the number 14. So you're going to see these numbers individually or as part of a sequence as you're moving through your experiences. Know that these are the messages that are associated with these numbers at this time for you. Okay, so you are divinely supported. You are protected at this time. So they want you to stand in your world as the authority in it. There is nobody ruling over your reality other than you. Everything that you're creating, the results that you're experiencing, are actually your energy that is being output in this world, in this universe. So they want you to step back into your power. They want you to sit back on your throne. Some of you have fallen off or chosen to walk away. But it's now time to come back home, and let's work on, shining our light directly where we want to see that growth. So I see you building an empire, a legacy. I'm seeing you creating wealth, prosperity for yourself, Aquarius. I'm seeing you in this stable position. Things are really good here. And it's because of the roots that you have grown in the ground for yourself, something that you have, been staying within this energy. It is discipline, it is structure, it is your day-to-day routine. They're showing me somebody who has a plan, has a focus, has a goal, is aiming for something, and they're taking steps day by day to reach those goals without holding on to things that may have gotten in the way, the failures, the mistakes that may have happened. That's a part of the journey. This person has a story. This emperor has a story. This person didn't get here just by fluke. They had to show up. They had to work hard, and they had to put their energy out there. So this is exactly what Spirit is encouraging you to do, is as you're moving through these retrogrades, you have a lot of power that is amplifying. These retrogrades are actually supercharging you. Okay, so know that there's a lot of power that are coming for you, supporting you through these retrogrades, but there's also interferences that they're bringing into our awareness, your awareness right now through this reading. That's why you're here, to gather this information. So as you step into them, you have that knowledge. Your soul has already synchronized with that information that has expanded your consciousness, right? And Aries sign, you might again have that in your birth chart, or you have someone around you that is the Aries sign. This is a supporting energy for you, and this could be a really good friend that's just really tough. They got the warrior energy within them, or this is you. You are out there supporting, you are there cheering people on. And I'm getting mentors and coaches, someone that is uplifting your energy. You are someone that knows what you want, and there's nothing that can stand in your way to get it. This is what I feel is happening here. This is being activated within you as you are moving through whatever experiences you're having. Okay, so the number 4 is also the frequency and vibration of manifestation. You are manifesting at this time. And again, you're going to see how quickly these manifestations start to unfold, how synchronicities and alignments begin to happen as you're moving through this. So, staying focused, having some sort of vision around a goal, right? Um, and knowing that there's a lot of signs like the pelican is showing up. Pelican could be a brand of something, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the bird pelican. It could be pelican in another form. The word, you might have seen it in a book, right? The King of Wands is your energy. So this is you stabilizing. The Emperor is you standing here grounded in the present, connected to yourself within your own power. The King of Wands is how you unleash it, where you direct it. Where are you directing your energy right now, Aquarius? What are the things that you are putting your energy towards in your day-to-day life? Where do you feel it's wasted? Where do you feel that you can utilize it better? And where is it being dragged down? Where do you feel uplifted? So this is where you get to reassess and maybe reestablish new boundaries or create, a system, a flow, a rhythm in your life. You have the power to do this. And having some sort of grounding practice like meditation or exercise. Again, discipline is going to be a superpower. Discipline is hard. I try to stay disciplined and I'm pretty good for the most part, but sometimes I can find myself steering a little bit away and then it's hard to get yourself back into. And then I finally align and we're chugging along. And then all of a sudden things happen and you start to wobble again. So it's about reinforcing them, being aware that, oh my gosh, I've got a wobbly energy. I got to restabilize myself, going back to the plan, going back to the roots, right? And maybe the plan has changed now. It's like, okay, the plan has changed. Let's reorganize things. Let's, reassess and see where things need to be changed, what needs to be let go, and what needs to be implemented, or whatever it is. Don't be afraid to do that because that does happen. And the King of Wands also, I'm seeing a lot of support for you, Aquarius, through like friendships, through partnerships, through employees, like work related people, family here as well. But I'm getting one specific person that's actually coming in as a huge support for you. Lean on that support. I feel that support is showing up because it is offering the support. So you don't want to decline it if it's coming in the form it's coming in. Now, sometimes we associate this with a person. Sometimes it is a person, but sometimes it's not. It's an energy that you're experiencing that feels supportive of you. It's kind of like, I don't know, you moved into a new neighborhood and you're feeling like the energy is much more vibrant. It feels good, right? So that's a supportive energy. It feels like King of Wands and the Emperor. And, you may be seeing rams around, like, animals with horns. This could be in real life online. It might have been an emoji, or maybe you're an Aries. You have an Aries in your birth chart somewhere, like Aries moon, right? And it's time to wear your crown. It is time to wear your crown. And there's something here coming through the cracks. This has to do with you have a gift here, Aquarius, that is igniting as you're moving through these retrogrades. I feel some of you are aware of your gift. You're not sure how to direct it or how to use it. I feel this part in your life is starting to strengthen. There are pathways that are opening up for you to actually reach this point where you're almost like a leader here. And they want you to actually step into your world as a leader somewhere as well. There's somewhere you're meant to take charge, right? to have that focus, to have that vision, to have that goal and actually plan for it and take action. And, you want to make sure that there's intention behind what you're doing. You don't want to be thinking one thing, but doing another. Okay, so just be careful that you're fully activated as you're putting your energy out there because, yes, there's going to be interferences. We might be doing things, and because there are things happening, it derails us. And we find ourselves unsure. We find ourselves in a place where we're confused or lost. Remember, it's only a temporary energy we're moving through. It too shall pass. And it's an experience sometimes where we're meant to find ourselves within that place of being lost or confused or uncertain. And that's what's happening for you. And you're actually coming to a place where you're really going to build something that is rooted, that is grounded, something that you can be proud of, something that is tied to the energy of abundance, prosperity, peace, love, like whatever it is that you desire. There's some strong roots that you're putting in, and these roots are what's growing and creating the magic that you're going to experience here. So, yeah, this is what's going on for you. So what I wanted to do next is pull a crystal medicine oracle. So we got a crystal that is coming forward that you can use as you're moving through these retrogrades over the next 3 months. And, another message. There's 3 different things that come through this card. So let's see what comes through for you today. So we are getting phenacite. So the stone phenacite. You don't have to go out and buy this stone. You can actually visualize it in your mind as you're moving through these retrogrades. We have initiation happening at this time, and sacred site is also coming through, and the number 16. So some of you might be resonating with the image of this card, and some of you might be resonating with the words. There's an initiation happening here. Phenacite is going to assist you and support you in that. There's a sacred site. So I feel this is a sacred space that you are meant to create, have in your life, to maybe meditate. So the initiation, you have attracted this card into your awareness today as it is a sacred time of initiation. Throughout your life, there are certain times when you are offered opportunities for huge personal growth, and your soul is in these moments is aligned with powerful energy that allows for awakening on all levels. You are entering into a rite of passage where you will be offered new gifts and abilities to assist you on your journey. The stars are aligning at this time to shower you with divine blessings. Have you been feeling a little frustrated, stuck in your life perhaps? Have you been doubting yourself or your purpose? Do you struggle to believe in yourself and feel worthy? And well, the universe has shown up to remind you how powerful and amazing you are. Know that you are worthy, and all that you have been searching for, or the wisdom and clarity to action your next step, is right here. Take the time to connect and to be aware of what's coming through for you at this time. It could be an offer of a new job, an opportunity to go on a holiday, a marriage, birth of a child, death of a loved one, or any major event in your life. These are catalysts to bring you in this new vibration and energy for you, a universal blessing and ignition of the soul. Your gifts are ready to be honored and worked with, and now is the divine timing of initiation and honor of who you are and what you have already achieved. Make sure to nurture and believe in yourself as you birth this new energy. And the sacred site message here is there are thousands of sacred sites spread throughout the globe, created and founded by ancient civilizations. They were built where ley lines are energy lines crossed, making them a powerful vortex to connect to the other worlds. They are known to hold the dynamic energy of initiation and sacredness. Being in a sacred site will lift your energy to a higher state of consciousness. The ancients knew this and would facilitate all their ceremony and sacred business in these places. Some examples of the sacred sites include Uluru, Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, Mount Sasha, and the Grand Canyon. If you ever get an opportunity to travel to a sacred site, You will understand the powerful initiation it can offer, and you will definitely be transformed by the experience. So some of you might be traveling to some sort of sacred site. And the stone here, phenacite, assists in integrating an initiation. It is involved with rites of passage and it awakens new gifts. So look at that. So we've got an initiation that is happening. And we're going to go ahead and close and seal your reading off with an angel number. So you might already be seeing this angel number around. So we are getting for you 5656 rewards. You're going to experience rewards here, Aquarius. So you are manifesting very quickly. It's because you're incredibly powerful and you know exactly where you direct your energy. You're going to experience professional growth. There's significant change coming in, and within this change is the fruits of your labor. And gold, pay attention to the color gold around you because you got gold energy that is surrounding you. So you're going to have golden experiences and you're also going to have a golden touch. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. Hey everyone, guess what? My sister-in-law Katomi has done it again. We have this beautiful magic intention box available now. We've only got a limited supply of these boxes. We are so excited to unbox this for you today. So Katomi, share with us what all of these are in the box. So I'm going to pull this out. We've got this beautiful little bracelet. So share with us what that is.
This is manifestation bracelet. It will help you go through it next year.
So next year we are entering the year of the fire horse. So that's the theme of this box. And here, what do we have?
This is a purifying salt.
Purifying salt.
Yes.
And then we also have a little gift and more little goodies in here. We've got instructions on how to use this box. And Katomi has put together this beautiful magic intention candle here as well. So it comes with a stone that is consecrated after you light this candle, and you can actually carry this stone around with you. The candles do come in a variety of colors, and it's a surprise what color you actually get. And we're super excited about this, so make sure that you secure yours today before they're all gone, because Katomi sells out really quick. Last year they were gone and we got tons of emails for more, so make sure you grab them now while you can.